Part 3 of my first ever 3-tier wedding cake for a paying customer. In this part I'm going to show you how I added all the dowels. I covered each cake in fondant using the panel method. I tried to get all the cakes as level as possible so that it is easier to stack. You might have seen in part 1 how I added the central dowel to the baseboard. That is an untreated pine dowel that I bought from B&Q. With them being untreated, they're not toxic, but I still didn't want the wooden dowel to touch the cake. Not only that, I wanted to make it easy to assemble at the venue and also make it easier for whoever is cutting the cake to unstack it. So what I did is add a middle dowel through the bottom 2 tiers that is slightly bigger than the wooden dowel, so it should just slide over. Now the only tricky thing with this is making sure you find the right hole. That's what she said. I don't know if there's an easier way to do this, but this is how I did it. So I pulled the cake over the side of the kitchen counter and pushed a smaller dowel up through the hole that we made in the cake drum that is the same size as the wooden dowel. So I couldn't use the white bubble dowel that is slightly bigger than the wooden one because that wouldn't have fit up through the hole. I really do hope this is making sense to you. If I had pushed the white plastic dowel through the middle of the cake, I just don't think it would have lined up perfectly for the wooden one to poke through. So that's why I needed to go in from underneath. So anyway, I stacked the bottom 2 tiers. I did test the top tier just to make sure that it would fit on, but I left that one to stack at the venue. So I just left these 2 tiers in the fridge in the box overnight. I had a little practice with the leaf decoration. That is buttercream on fondant, by the way. It does work. I have to add the rest of the decorations at the venue. See you in the next part.